Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You are watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
A CCSD substitute teacher faces charges related to allegedly having sex with one of his students. Thanks for joining us on 7 at 7 tonight. I'm Lena Bleetz. In your top stories, a Clark County School District substitute teacher is accused of having a sexual relationship with one of his students. 25-year-old Kurt Tumbagahan was arrested last week on suspicion of contact with a minor for sex and engaging in sex with a student over age 16. According to his arrest report, he met up with one of his Valley High School students multiple times over winter break. Police say he confessed his love for the student in one text, and in another he said, quote, "I'd be sent back to my home country because I'm not a citizen." School officials said he is no longer eligible to work in the district. A Las Vegas attorney accused of operating a $500 million Ponzi scheme is now suing the U.S. government and the 3 FBI agents who shot him. While representing himself from jail, Matthew Beasley filed a complaint over injuries he suffered when he was shot during an armed confrontation before his arrest in March 2022. Officials say FBI agents arrived at Beasley's home to question him about the Ponzi scheme, but a shooting broke out when he came to the door holding a firearm. Beasley says in his lawsuit that the agents did not have a warrant to search his home. Federal officials declined to comment. You can read about our interview with Beasley at lvrj.com. Clark County enacting new animal welfare rules aimed at reducing the shelter population. The changes announced Tuesday address animal safety and illegal breeding. The county increasing fines for illegal breeding and upping annual breeder show permit fees from $50 to $400. Animal sales are also now banned in certain places, including streets, outdoor markets, flea markets, roadside stands, and parking lots. Breeders must also keep comprehensive records. The county passed 2 ordinances, one mandating microchipping for all dogs and cats over 4 months old, and one requiring animal handlers to complete free county-provided training every 2 years. Did you know Nevada has its own version of the Bermuda Triangle? It's an area that has developed a reputation as a hot spot for plane disappearances. 7 at 7's John Archuleta takes a look.
Conspiracy theorists have dubbed a vast area north of Las Vegas the Nevada Triangle. It covers 25,000 square miles from Reno to Las Vegas and west to Fresno, California, over the Sierra Nevada. According to Plane and Pilot magazine, some 2,000 planes have disappeared in that area over the last 60 years. But aviation experts say the mystery really is no mystery at all if you understand wind.
You have the Sierra Nevada, you have a lot of mountains here in Nevada where, they can create their own weather, they can create their own wind, and so if you're flying over the desert and all of a sudden you fly through the mountains, the conditions can change very dramatically, unexpectedly, and even very skilled pilots can struggle to navigate these winds. So think about all the amateur pilots that are flying in this area, they might not be prepared for it, and it can lead to disaster.
Professor Dan Bubb of UNLV recommends that pilots get a weather briefing before they take off and delay their flight if conditions are dicey.
In weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. We are under a wind advisory until 7 p.m. Friday. We're looking at a warmer night tonight with temperatures in the low 60s, reaching an overnight low of 61 degrees by midnight. Then partly cloudy skies expected to end the week with a high of 72 and low of 64 on Friday. Sunny skies this weekend with highs in the mid to upper 60s and lows in the low 40s. The sunshine is sticking around for the first half of next week, highs in the low to mid 60s and lows in the upper 30s on Monday and Tuesday. In business, brought to you by G Bank, your best banking experience ever. A former CEO is suing Las Vegas Realtors claiming wrongful termination and defamation. Wendy DeVecchio filed the lawsuit Monday against Las Vegas Realtors, 11 board members, directors, and staff. Real estate reporter Patrick Blennerhassett says the group terminated her after an investigation of alleged tampering in its board election.
DeVecchio is alleging that they've essentially waged a wholesale destruction of her character and breached contract and a number of other things.
A Las Vegas Realtors official says the lawsuit contains, quote, misstatements and unfounded assumptions.
Now for a sports update brought to you by PT's Taverns. With over 65 locations, there's a PT's near you. Visit ptstaverns.com. Dominic Dubois bringing the latest on the Aces. 2 players have left in free agency. Tiffany Hayes, who was brought out of retirement to play for Vegas last season, has signed with the Golden State Valkyries. And Alicia Clark is returning to Seattle, signing with the Storm Thursday afternoon. Hayes averaged just over 9 points per game for Vegas in 2024, while Clark averaged a little under 7 points per game for the Aces last year.
In Health, brought to you by Cinerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. The Southern Nevada Health District is holding a community health fair Friday in honor of National Black HIV/AIDS Awareness Day. The fair will take place from noon to 4 p.m. at Mario's Westside Market on Lake Mead Boulevard. It will offer free HIV and STI testing and other health screenings. The district says its goal is to reduce HIV and other sexually transmitted infections and to address the stigma around HIV in the Black community. For more information, visit southernnevadahealthdistrict.com.
Vegas Nation brought to you by Station Casinos, STN Sports. Download the app today. It's Heidi Fang with your Raiders news. Pete Carroll is adding 4 new coaches to his staff. Chris Beatty will come on board as the Silver and Black's wide receiver coach. He was in the same position with the Chicago Bears last season and also spent time as their interim offensive coordinator. Dylan McCullough, who has coached running backs at Notre Dame for the past 3 seasons, will head up the Raiders' run game. Also coming to the team are Marcus Robertson as a secondary coach and Joe Woods as a defensive assistant. Find all the latest on the team's coaching hires at vegasnation.com.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The betting public generally likes to bet a little to win a lot, and the Super Bowl offers ways to do just that. Picking the exact final score for each team offers the longest odds of them all. The Chiefs and Eagles are each 10,000 to 1 long shots to score exactly 4 points in Sunday's games in New Orleans. Each team is 2,000 to 1 to score exactly 2 points and to score exactly 5 points. For more of the longest long shot props, you can read Todd Dewey's story at lvrj.com.
Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's with live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. A popular show on the Strip is losing one of its original acts. Our entertainment columnist, John Katslamidas, tells us more.
The strength tandem duo Vector is leaving Absinthe, effective at the end of April. We're talking about Misha Furmanchik and Lucas Sherba, very popular members of that Absinthe cast. They date to the show's opening in April of 2011. They are a strong act in more ways than one, and they're already reviewing options for production shows in and out of Las Vegas festivals, possibly even some TV work. But we do know that Absinthe wouldn't be the same without these two, who have performed up to about 5,000 shows in Las Vegas.
In your 7 at 7 lifestyle news, sponsored by Palms Casino Resort, your Vegas to California connection. If you want to shop at Chanel but don't want to go to the Strip, a second store by the French luxury brand is now open in downtown Summerlin. Chanel Fragrance and Beauty Boutique opened its doors Tuesday on Festival Plaza Drive between the Nike and Free People stores. Shoppers can try and test Chanel products at the Immersive Boutique's Discovery Table. The store also offers fragrances from an in-house perfumer along with the Chanel Makeup Creation Studio. Chanel Fragrance and Beauty also has a location inside Bellagio. Thanks for watching 7 at 7 tonight. Watch 7 at 7 twice a day, Monday through Friday, and search Review Journal to follow us on your favorite streaming platform. See you tomorrow morning for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studio, sponsored by Knock v. Injury Law.